Hello and welcome to the Easy Peasy Music Theory course for kids. I'm Miss Christine. We have more learning to do, so let's get to our next lesson. All right, welcome back to lesson number 12. Oh my goodness, you are just moving along. And today we're going to talk about the whole note and the whole rest. So let's get to it. All right, so you should remember steady beat and rhythm. We talked a great deal about steady beat and rhythm. So what does it all mean? Well, let's see if you can put your listening ears on and identify if it's steady or rhythm. All right, let's see. Is that steady? Is that a steady beat or rhythm? Yes, that is steady because you can clap your hands to it. Good job, good job. All right, let's listen to the next one. Oh yeah, you know about that. Those long and short sounds, right? Just makes you want to dance. Put your shoulders up, put them down. Put them up, put them down. Oh yeah. All right, so what is that? That is rhythm. Yes, that's what we want to dance to. All right. Okay, I have to get myself back together, right? Because we just hear certain music, sounds, these long and short sounds, and what does it make us want to do? Our body just naturally wants to move rhythmically with the music. That's why we love music. But today, we're talking about duration. Let me hear you say duration. Yeah, duration. And so what is duration? Well, I have a nice little definition for you. So duration is some sounds are going to be long and some sounds are going to be what? Short, right? All sounds have got a length, right? They can be long or short, and it's called duration. And that's really just as simple as it gets, right? And I just love that. Now, we're going to talk about these two little singers here, right? And you have to tell me, is the note long? Who's singing the longest note? I don't know. Is it boy number 1 with the blue pants on or boy number 2 with the orange pants on? What do you think? You have to listen. So let's take a listen right now. Oh boy, that was, okay. Now let's listen to our friend over here with the green shirt. Listen. Oh my. Now what do you think? Which boy had the longest note? Do you think it was the blue pants? I'm going to call him blue pants boy. Or our orange pants boy? What do you think? Yeah, of course, our orange pants boy. I mean, he held that note for dear life. Good job. Okay. All right. So it's good to have fun, all right? So we're talking about duration, and we know that we're talking about how long or short sounds are, okay? In this case, he held a very long note. All right, so we can tell the length of time of a sound in music by its shape. And look at these different notes here. We have one here that looks just like an oval, and then one here, and it has a line, and we'll talk about what these all mean because we don't call it a line. And then something here, another note that's filled in. But these different symbols tell us how long or short to play our instrument, okay? So let's learn some more. Now, duration, right? In music, there are moments of silence. When music briefly stops, right? So think of the song B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G. Yeah, and that's what we love. We love that little bingo song. Rest are used in music to indicate silence. They say silence is golden, and sometimes you just need to take a rest. And in this little box here, we have some symbols that represent rest, and we'll talk more about that later on. Okay, so let's learn some more. All right, so I told you we were going to talk about the whole note and the whole rest, right? And so let's learn about the whole note and the whole rest. So we have a whole note right here, right? And what is a whole note? A whole note is an oval shape that looks kind of like a donut, all right? So all my donut lovers out there, just think of the donut as your whole note. All right, and so here is our donut, and it does look yummy. I may have to go out and get me some donuts, but that's besides the point. And how many pieces does this whole donut have? Well, let's get ready to count, okay? So here we go. Get your pointer finger, and we're going to start to count these pieces of donuts. So let's start here. This is one. Oh, it looks, and it kind of moves around. Let's see that again. This is number one, okay? And let's do number two down here. Here's number two, okay? And let's do this one here. This is number three. Yummy, yummy. And number four. So we have 4 pieces of this whole donut. Now, how does this relate to music? Well, if you look down here, our whole note equals 4 beats, right? And so that's one way to think of that whole donut, and then you break it up into sections, and you have 4 sections, which is the equivalent of 1 whole note. In fact, let's have a little fun with our donut, and let's start here. Maybe we can circle our numbers if we can. All right, so if we were to circle our numbers, right, and I'm going to just sing ta for 4 counts. So here we go. We're going to start on, I'm going to give you a 1, 2, ready, begin. 1, 2, ready, begin. Ta. Oh, that was fun. Let's do it again. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, let's reset. All right. Well, our producer is doing wonderful back there. Thank you. Okay, so let's get ready. 1, 2, ready, begin. Ta. Oh, so now you have it. That's our 4 beats, our whole note. Just think of a yummy donut. Ta. All right, let's stop talking about donuts and let's learn some more about music. Now look at here. We have a whole note is a sound that lasts for 4 beats, okay? And so we have our heartbeats, and look, we have ta, right? So let's do it together. Again, 1, 2, ready, sing. Ta. Perfect. That's our whole note. Isn't that easy? Now let's talk about the silence. Remember how I said silence is golden, right? Well, in music, we have a whole rest. And this is what it looks like, okay? And it's a silence in music that lasts for what? You betcha, 4 beats, just like the whole note, but that's a sound. The whole rest is a silence in music that gets 4 beats. So here we have our hearts, right? We have 4 hearts, but we hear nothing, absolutely 0, okay? So you have to kind of pretend that, there's beats, but you don't hear them. There's these silence, okay? So I'm just going to do shh, but that's not something you say. You just rest for 4 counts, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, ready, and shh. That's it. Now what happens if I say nothing, like no shh, no nothing? It would do this. 1, 2, ready, and that's it. Isn't that great? Yes, good job. All right, so now let's put this all together. We have the whole rest, and the whole rest hangs directly below the 4th line. And you should know we count from the bottom up. So let's count together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It hangs from the 4th line, and it kind of looks like a hole in the wall, or a hole in the ground, right? Or a hole in the street. Okay? Or some kids like to say it looks like a magician hat. Maybe a bunny comes out. All right? Whatever you want to remember, it is on the fourth line and it hangs right there. Okay? That is our whole rest. Now let's move along. Now you have to listen, okay? And this is not easy, but I know you can do it. You have to now listen to the music. Okay, it's going to be a short passage. And then we're going to drag the staffs. That is the proper order of what we hear. All right, so stay right there. Here we go. So listen, I'm going to give you a 1, 2, ready, listen, so that you know when to come in or start to listen. 1, 2, get ready to listen. All right. Well, now what do you think you heard? I don't know. That was tricky. That was tricky. So we heard a long, right? So there's our whole note. Yes, good job. And then what happened next? Yes, it was a silence. It was a rest. And that was our whole rest. Rest, 2, 3, 4, right? So we put our whole rest there. Then what did you hear? Did you hear another rest or did you hear a sound? Yes, you heard a sound. Long, right? Or a whole note, right? Whatever you want. It was a whole note there. All right, so we're going to put a whole note there. And was it anything else? No, probably could conclude that there was another whole rest because we heard a silence. So let's add another whole rest. And there we have our music passage. Nice work. Now let's have some fun and let's sing it together, okay? So we're going to do it on ooh, all right? So I'm going to ask our music teacher here, Miss Robin, to give me a middle C note, please. And we're going to do this together. So that's our do. Let me hear it again. Do. Beautiful. Thank you, Miss Robin. And so I'm going to give you a 1, 2, ready, play. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful job. Give me a high five. Way to go. How easy was that? And it's just making music, right? And that is our whole note and our whole rest. Good job. Now let's move along. Okay. All right. So now we have the word wall. Okay. So now we're going to take our music vocabulary. Yes, you're learning so many wonderful music terms. And we're going to have a little matching game. All right. So your job is to look at the vocabulary words. So let's go over the words. We have a whole note, a whole rest, a rest, and duration. So you should know these definitions or vocabulary words. And then let's look at the definitions over here. And the definitions that we have listed are silence in music, length of note or silence, okay? Length of note or silence. And then we have some symbols, which I'm not going to tell you what they are. Your job is to match the vocabulary word with the definition. So let's start with the whole note. What in the world is a whole note? Let's see. So the first box says a silence in music. No, we know a whole note is a sound in music that gets 4 beats, so that can't be it. Is it the length of a note or silence? Thumbs down, not at all. We know a whole note gets 4 beats, and it's a sound that lasts for 4 beats. So does this look like a whole note? I don't think so. Does this look like a whole note? Oh yeah, it looks like our yummy, yummy donut. So let's drag a line, and we're going to drag it right to our whole note. Good job. All right. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, now let's look at our whole rest. Now, what is a whole rest? That's right. It's a silence in music that gets 4 beats. So, is it a silence in music? Probably, but let's go through it. Length of note or silence? I don't think so. Is this a whole rest? Yeah, it is. So this would really be more in line with our definition. So let's drag our whole rest to our symbol that looks like a whole rest, and Yahoo, good job. Okay, now we're going to go to rest. Okay, so we just have the word rest. What does that mean in music? Let's go over to our definition. Does it mean silence in music? Absolutely. Rest. Silence in music. Rest.
You're absolutely correct.
You're absolutely correct. All right. So just think of it like a little rest or a nap or a quick silence, whatever may be the case. It's a silence in music. Okay. Now we have duration. Oh boy. What does that mean in music? Well, the only thing we have left is the length of a note or silence. Remember, some notes are long, some notes are short. All sounds have got a length. It's called what? It's called duration. Nice word. Cha-ching. Yeah, good work. All right, so that was really, really fun doing our matching game. Way to go. Now let's talk about the homework, okay? Oh, wait a minute. What did we learn today? Okay, let's talk about what we learned. So duration is the length of time each note is played for. So it may be long, it may be short. All right? And a rest is a silence in music. Silence. Yes. Music is measured in beats. Yes, that's how we have everything nice and organized. And the whole note is held for how many beats? 4 beats. Ta. Good work. And the whole rest is also held for 4 beats, but it's silent, so that's it. Good work. Let's talk about the homework. Okay, so what do you have to do for this assignment? Oh boy, so hopefully all of our artists who like to color and make beautiful pictures, you're going to enjoy this assignment because you have to color in all the whole notes and all the whole rest to reveal the hidden picture. I wonder what kind of picture you're going to reveal. So you have to color all the whole notes and the whole rest. And you should remember a whole note looks like that yummy donut. And the whole rest, what does the whole rest look like? It looks like that hole in the ground, right? And it hangs on the 4th line. So I want to get you right on over so that you can do your assignment. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.